Teachers, as I have told you earlier that there are 11 crafts of English language. Among these 11 crafts, we have discussed in detail about the first two crafts, that is essay and story. Now I am going to give you a small explanation of what diary is. Diary is called a collection of memories. Your memories can be good, your memories can be bad. You have the collection of experiences, different views about different people, opinion. Sometimes you meet a person who helps you and it gives a very good impact on you. And sometimes you are hurt by somebody. You get upset. Sometimes you make a mistake and you did a wrong thing and you want to correct yourself. So, diary is a craft which is called a close friend. A close friend which always listens to you and is always present at what time you speak to him. So, diary is a craft which is introduced in the primary classes, and you're going to write diary, how to write a diary according to format. You're going to learn in the primary classes. So, what is diary? Diary is a collection of memories. Now, letter. Letter is a craft which is, although in school we practice a lot. In schools usually they give letter writing. But in our common life or in our daily life, we don't write letters mostly. Because the telecommunication, fax, telephone, mobiles have given you so much quick information that you don't need to convey your message by writing a letter. But still, if you don't write a letter, you should know the right way to write a letter. For that, you should know the right way to where to write the address, when to write the date, how much lines you have to leave, when to write the body, and how you're going to end your letter. So all these things comes in the craft of letter. This craft is also introduced in primary class. Now comes the craft of autobiography. Autobiography means the experiences and emotions of a person throughout his life. Diary is a collection of memories of one day, and autobiography is a collection of memories of one's life. How a person starts his life from his birth till the present day, and is he happy today, or he wants that somebody is come and wait for him, or somebody will come and help him. He's waiting for somebody. So do you think that autobiography can be written of an animal? Yes, of course, autobiography can be written of animals, non-living things, living things, and it gives a very good awareness to children to care about different things. It gives them the value to care about animals, about their belongings, how things are misused because they are made by such a long period. You make a thing with so much effort. So when you misuse it, how the thing feels about you. This is the craft which we introduce in primary class, and it is a very interesting craft to write. Children enjoy writing these crafts because they have never seen a non-living thing telling about their feelings. They imagine that how a book feels about a child who has misused that book. So this is a very interesting craft which we are called autobiography. It is also introduced in the primary class. Now the second craft is narration. The narration means that whatever you see, whatever you observe, you write in your own words. Whatever incident you see, any accident, you have gone to a party or you have gone to a mela, whatever you see, you narrate that scene in your own words. This is called narration. Narration is usually practiced in our schools, but writing narration on non-living things or a monkey narrating the scene of a zoo or topics like this will make the children enjoy. They will create something from inside and they will write about something new. So this is also a craft which is introduced in primary class. Now, the craft of poem. Poem writing is something else. We write review about poem, or we write the central idea of poem, but writing poem by yourself is something else. We introduce different types of poems, how to write rhyming poems, how to write emotion poems. Different types of poems we tell children to write, and they are so capable that they can write these poems. And poem writing makes them very fun. They learn different things from poem. They relate different things through poems. Poems can be written in form of similes. So, writing poem is also a craft which is introduced in primary class. Another interesting craft, and that is news story. News story is a craft which is called the quick and informative information about a thing. It can be an accident, it can be an incident, or information about a fair in your school. News story is a very interesting craft which is also introduced in primary classes. Children who write in their magazines, they get a very accurate information about how to create a news story. In future, this will help them a lot if they have the interest in writing news story. So, this is also a craft which will make the children enjoy and write the craft. Now, it is the craft of dialogue. Dialogue writing is a craft which is present in autobiography, in narration, and story also. But as a craft, we write dialogues separately also. We introduce dialogue as a craft in primary classes, and we give the children some objective to write the dialogues. It can be on a value, sometimes on traffic rules, on an incident, or you write dialogues about an objective of healthy and unhealthy food, a dialogue between two friends who have fight and now they are become friends again. So dialogue writing is also a very interesting craft which is introduced in primary class. Oh, another interesting craft, and that is interview. Taking interview of personalities, celebrities, actors, players are very common. But can you think of taking an interview of an animal, a non-living thing, or an object which you think is useless? For example, can you take an interview of a dustbin? Making children creative means that they can write on any topic. They can take the interview of a non-living object also. This is also a very interesting craft which children enjoy a lot. And this craft is also introduced in primary class. Research report. The children who start the 11 crafts with the first craft, that is essay, they end with research report. Because the product of all the 4 steps of creative writing which they are practicing thoroughly from class 1, that is brainstorming, drafting, sequencing, proofreading and publishing. Now they come to a point that they are ready to write a research report. Research report is called a systematic investigation on any topic. You can write essay on any general topic, but for research report, you investigate a special topic and then you collect information about it. Research report is a craft which is introduced in primary class, and it is a mature craft. And children enjoy a lot because research report is done in group. There are different references, there are different tools through which we are going to collect the information. And after collecting the information, how to compose it, how to make a report out of it, then to collect pictures related to it, then after collecting this information, how to make the sequence of that craft. Research report is also a very, very interesting and informative craft which is introduced in the primary class. So, in this way, teachers, we are going to complete our 11 crafts. And believe me, if you try these practice of brainstorming, drafting, sequencing, and publishing. That is the 4 basic steps of creative writing with your students. You will see the magical change in your student. It is the thing which will give you the proud to be a teacher of such students. Maybe they can become a poet, they can become a research reporter, they can become a newscaster, they can take interview. But how? You are the one who are going to give them the base to become how to do this in the future. You are going to let them write these crafts in the primary classes, and then this will make them a very strong base for their future studies and of course their future. So teachers, keep in mind that these 11 crafts are the base of English language, and each and every student of your class should know how to read, distinguish, understand and write these 11 crafts. And this is the end of the creative writing and of course the end of the lesson plan of English.